Sorry. Hi everybody. I am at the childhood home of my wife at the Inlaws, which is nice. Come here every once in a while. It's Max's dad's birthday. Was coming to celebrate the birthday, all that fun stuff when we can. It's been pretty good. I drove my mother-in-law to work and helped Dad clean up. They had a rain ice storm and it broke a bunch of branches in his backyard, like a ton of trees and shit. So I helped them move those into a crate, and he took those. So I've been helpful today, which is nice. I woke up with a headache and just feeling generally shitty. I felt better after helping. The physical activity made kind of stretched out and worked out my shoulders, which was nice. So it made me feel better. Along with other physical stuff I did that helped make me feel better as well. So I'm feeling okay right now. Tried to make cinnamon buns, waiting for the dough to rise, see if that'll happen. That's a pain in the ass. I think I'll just talk about general in-law stuff, because that's where I am. I'm very lucky to get along and like my in-laws. I've only had two serious people, the one now and the one before, and they weren't bad people, the ones before, but just were not the same, did not have stuff to talk about. It was awkward, which isn't a deal breaker. You don't need to have a good relationship with your in-laws, because it can't always happen, you know. It's more about your actual relationship, right? But I think if you can, it's just extremely wonderful, considering the fact that for holidays and everything, I don't lament coming here. I like coming here, so that's nice. And it's nice and all that fun stuff. If you don't get along with your in-laws, just from experience from that and other people I know who've had this problem, make sure that your partner understands and agrees why, right? Because, like, I like my parents very much, and my wife likes my parents, but they have their quirks for sure. Now, when anything like that happens, I'm there to Max doesn't feel alienated because I'm on her side, because I'm aware. But a lot of people have like this weird blind eye when your parents do something shitty. It's like, yeah, it's my parents. It's like, no, that was shitty. And so you gotta be on your partner's team for that. But if it is your parents, if they're not, that's dangerous in my opinion. Like, I know several people. I won't get into who they are. Not necessarily my friends, more older people and stuff like that. I know who I've seen. And it's just like, if you don't get along with your in-laws, but your spouse does like their family, this causes this boundary, this really weird boundary that's not fun, especially if you then have kids and your kids like them, because usually they will if they're good, but you just don't get along right. So you gotta try and find that okay barrier. Ooh, mood lighting though. Got that preferred amount of face hair. So yeah, just Alan's relationship advice. I think I know I'm in a good relationship. I don't know if it's the kind of relationship other people want, because I think, and the reason I can say this without being an asshole is because I did the same thing. We're all chasing kind of an ideal. It is really well not personified, what is symbolized by the type. Like, my type is this. If you still think you have a type, I'm not saying you don't necessarily do, but like, the type, almost 100% of the time, if someone asks you what your type is, or if they say, and you say it, it's preconceived. It's this is what I'm into before you actually see it. And that's not people. You can't measure out a person like that. People are far too individualistic when you actually start to dig deeper for them to fit into a type. Like, and then mine was very obvious. Mine was the 90s, crafted by the 90s, skinny, big tits and blonde, like. And I thought I liked quieter girls because I was the attention-y one, and I was like, I like someone who pays attention, but then like that gets very stagnant very quickly. I think I like people who paid attention to me because I was a performer and I just liked an audience, but that's not what you want with a thing. But I learned this over, and then just going into different things, because Max is obviously very beautiful, but she was not my original type. She's short with all the booty and stuff like that, which all very good, but not the type I had. And it's just bullshit. It's just a preconceived notion of what you're attracted to, and I think everyone's been attracted to someone who we're attracted to those people where it's like, oh no, like someone's crazy or really loose with their men and women, with their affection, how they go, but you're attracted anyway. It's just a natural attraction. And that's with other people too. You'll have natural attraction to someone because they don't fit into your preconceived boundary. And I did that like many people. And the reason I bring it up is because I think it fools you. Hopefully if you do that and you break up, you'll realize, like I did, that's that preconceived thing. Or hearing someone talk about something, just really trying to, because being in the best relationship and as good of a relationship I think is possible for me, being who I am and everything, is because I cut out all the bullshit, everything you think you want, right? Because there is, if you're wondering what that is, how you do, if you think you want something, it's bullshit probably. If you think like, ooh, if you're thinking about it, purposely thinking, it's wrong. I would say that's a conjured thing from what you've seen, from experiences that you're now putting forward. But the thing is, with feelings and everything, you really can't preconceive that. It has to happen naturally. And that was the thing with Max. We both didn't want to be in a relationship. We were both we were open when we started, just very, very casual. And then just slowly drifted together. Dole called me lonely. That expedited the process. But it's definitely, if you can find that natural feeling, once you're healthy too, keep that in mind. This is the big thing about broad relationship examples. It doesn't really work, but if you're healthy, or you know well enough what is good for you, and then to go naturally with this, because like the thing is with Max, we were going, and all of a sudden went from like not wanting to be with anyone for like 5 years. I had a whole thing. I wanted to go to Australia and just go be a slut. But it very quickly went from being nothing to Max moving in with me realizing she'd been lying to me about her depression, which is a red flag, but like understanding why she had done that, because we were just casual and everything. So I went from that basically nothing to taking on a 19-year-old dependent, recently kicked out of, I don't want to spoil too much, but like emotionally volatile, very dangerous thing to do, but like emotionally I knew it was right and I knew what I could handle, so I did it, and I just let myself go there. I like, as soon as this was happening, I felt the feelings of love and like that, and then only a couple months later we were like aware that we wanted to get married and everything. And I think it's just being emotionally honest. And then the thing we always do, we do not let ourselves, I trust her very much, but we do not let ourselves be mistreated. So at any little turn, you're just on guard for it. You don't say, I don't like you, say don't. You put down the phone. And we don't do this often at all.